1. Eating quickly. In today's world, people are busier than ever and tend to eat their meals quickly. Unfortunately, eating quickly might be making you gain fat. Studies show that people who eat their meals quickly are more likely to be overweight or obese. This is because it takes time for your body to tell your brain that it is full. Thus, people who eat quickly can easily eat more food than their body needs before feeling full. If you're a quick eater, try to consciously slow down by chewing more and taking smaller bites. You can learn more strategies to slow down your eating here. 2. Not drinking enough water. Studies estimate that up to 16 to 28% of adults are dehydrated, with older people at an increased risk. Not drinking enough water can make you thirsty. Interestingly, thirst may be mistaken as a sign of hunger or food cravings by the body. In one study, scientists found that people who drank 2 cups of water right before breakfast ate 22% fewer calories at that meal than people who did not drink water. Best of all, plain water has 0 calories. Some studies have found that replacing sugar-sweetened beverages with water may reduce calorie intake by up to 200 calories per day. If you find plain water boring, try adding slices of cucumber, lemon or your favorite fruit to add a dash of flavor. 3. Being too social. Having a social life is important for maintaining a happy work-life balance. However, being too social might be making you gain fat. Social situations often involve food or alcohol, which can easily add unwanted calories to your diet. In addition, research shows that people tend to eat like the people they are with. So if your friends eat big portions or prefer unhealthy foods, you're more likely to follow suit. Fortunately, there are things you can do to stay healthy without giving up your social life. You can find clever tips to eat healthy when eating out here. 4. Sitting too long. In Western countries, the average adult sits for 9 to 11 hours per day. Although it seems harmless, studies show that people who sit longer are more likely to be overweight. In addition, they have higher risks of chronic diseases and early death. For example, an analysis of 6 studies of nearly 600,000 people found that adults who sat for longer than 10 hours per day, such as the average office worker, had a 34% higher risk of an early death. Interestingly, studies have also found that people who sit the longest don't seem to make up for the time they spent sitting with exercise. If your work involves sitting for long intervals, make sure you exercise either before work, during lunch or after work a few times per week. You can also try using a standing desk. 5. Not getting enough sleep. Over a third of Americans don't get enough sleep. Unfortunately, a lack of sleep is strongly linked to weight gain. This is due to many factors, including hormonal changes and a lack of motivation to exercise. In one study, scientists analyzed the sleeping habits of over 68,000 women over 16 years. They discovered that women who slept fewer than 5 hours per night had a much higher risk of gaining weight than people who slept 7 hours or more. What's worse, people who don't get enough sleep are more likely to gain belly fat, or visceral fat. Carrying more visceral fat is linked to a higher risk of harmful diseases like heart disease and type 2 diabetes. If you're struggling to fall asleep, you can find helpful tips to help you fall asleep faster here. 6. Not having time to relax. Many people lead busy lives and never have time for themselves. Sadly, not having time to relax could make you feel constantly stressed and gain some fat. Studies show that constant stress is linked to belly fat. It seems that this stress makes people unconsciously crave unhealthy, comfort foods to relieve stress and make them feel better. Meditation is a great alternative for dealing with stress. A review of 47 studies of over 3,500 people showed that meditation helped alleviate stress and anxiety. Aside from meditation, you can also try yoga, cutting back on caffeine and practicing mindfulness to help relieve stress. 7. Eating from large plates and bowls. The size of your plates and bowls could have a significant impact on your waistline. In an analysis of 72 studies, scientists found that people ate more food when it was served on larger plates and bowls than smaller plates and bowls without even realizing it. On average, people who ate from larger tableware consumed 16% more calories per meal. Additionally, another study found that even nutrition experts unconsciously ate 31% more ice cream when they were provided with larger bowls. This happens because larger plates can make a serving of food look smaller than it is. This tricks your brain into thinking you haven't eaten enough food. Simply switching to smaller tableware may help you eat less food without feeling hungry. 8. Eating in front of the TV. People often eat while watching TV, browsing the internet or reading the paper. However, eating while distracted could make you eat more food. A review of 24 studies found that people ate more food during a meal when they were distracted. Interestingly, those who ate while distracted also ate significantly more food later in the day. This might be because they didn't realize how much food they ate during the meal. While you're eating, aim to remove all distractions and focus on your meal. This is known as mindful eating and helps make eating a more enjoyable and conscious experience. 9. Drinking your calories. Drinking fruit juices, soft drinks and other beverages might be making you gain fat. Your brain does not register calories from beverages the same way it registers calories from foods, meaning you're likely to compensate by eating more food later on. In one study, 40 people consumed 300 calories from either whole apples, applesauce or an apple with their meal at 6 different times. Scientists found whole apples the most filling, while apple juice was the least filling. Get your calories from whole foods rather than beverages. Whole foods take more time to chew and swallow, which means your brain has more time to process hunger signals. 10. Not eating enough protein. A lack of protein in your diet might be making you gain fat. This important nutrient can help you stay fuller for longer while eating less food. Protein tells the body to make more fullness hormones like peptide YY, GIP and GLP-1. It also tells the body to make fewer hunger hormones like ghrelin. Studies have also shown that a higher protein diet can help boost your metabolism and preserve muscle mass, 2 factors important for maintaining a healthy weight. To increase your protein intake, try eating more protein-rich foods like eggs, meats, fish, tofu and lentils. You can find more delicious protein foods here. 11. Not eating enough fiber. A lack of fiber in your diet could be making you gain fat. This is because fiber helps control your appetite to keep you fuller for longer. One study showed that eating an extra 14 grams of fiber per day may decrease your calorie intake up to 10%. This could lead to a loss of up to 4.2 pounds, 1.9 kilograms over 4 months. Aside from appetite, the effects of fiber on weight loss are controversial. Nonetheless, the fact that fiber is filling may help protect your waistline. You can increase your fiber intake by eating more vegetables, especially beans and legumes. Subscribe to my YouTube channel and click on the bell icon.